Okay, guys, hold on here. Options. It's in full screen, English. Save. Alright guys, we're going to try some Half-Life: A Place in the West. Not sure why it doesn't pick up, even though it's in full screen mode. But let's start. Half-Life: A Place in the West. I only have the first chapter of this, so... Okay. Next. Wait, is this just a book? Hold on. Okay, so this is a comic. I thought it was a game. Start reading. Chapter 1. This is a comic book, I guess. Well, this isn't quite what I thought it was. I thought it was a game. Black Mesa Research. Yeah, I'm not going to actually read this myself. Okay, this isn't quite what I thought it was, guys. I thought it was like a game you play through and... Interlude. Page 9 of 6, I like that. Okay, so... let's quit that. How do you... it's a book you read. How do you even get achievements? Beat Half-Life in record time. So you do stuff in Half-Life and it gives you achievements in this? Heroically listen to the entirety of the following importance content. Finish the channel house. Finish importance. Check in at the Franklin Motel. I don't see a game here. That's what I don't understand. Did I miss something? Let's go to the store page. Fan-made comic book set with Valve's acclaimed Half-Life universe. Chapters, I think it said. 13 chapters. What? On the red plug? Okay, what is this? Huh. Oh, it's a comic. That's what it is. So, well, I guess we'll read some of it and go from there. Start reading. It'd be nice if it had a thing you could read, have it read to you. Black Mesa Research Facility, New Mexico, sometime at the turn of the century. That morning, the otherworldly specimen was serendipitously placed into the hands of a curious scientist who hastened to test its properties. In time, history would remember the young physicist charged with carrying out the test by many names. But in the moment the species entered the beam, Gordon Freeman was the man who nearly ended the world. The incident opened a rift to another dimension, resulting in a conflict with its presumed inhabitants. The government dispatched a Marine unit to contain this breach and silence all those who witnessed it. The surviving science team scrambled to close the growing fissure, but other forces devised their own solution. Predictably, it was much too late. First came the portal storms. This saw a congress of extraterrestrial life spread across the planet, forcing humanity to take refuge in its largest cities. As a response to the crisis of surviving, the world leaders appointed former Black Mesa Administrator Dr. Wallace Breen as head of the Human Affairs Bureau. In time, the storms abated but never ceased. And by accident or intention, Earth became visible beyond the confines of its own universe. The portals provided a gateway between multiple worlds through which gazed implacable terror. They are called the Combine, and they announced their presence with an instantaneous arrival of enormous citadels. This vast empire manipulated the portals to mount an offensive against the planet 7 hours after first contact. Humanity's forces had been crippled. Before humanity could be erased forever, Dr. Breen intervened and negotiated the planet's surrender. For his intervention, Breen was tasked with overseeing humanity's assimilation into the Combine Empire, traitor and savior. The surrounding wastelands became home to dangerous alien fauna and scattered bands of desperate refugees, while Earth's remaining cities were transformed into totalitarian nightmares. The area of the Combine had begun. Massachusetts, several years later. It's a head crab. Following portents, the resultant MNR would soon not only wreck the world, but threaten the very integrity of the universe. H.P. Lovecraft. Just a moment, please. What's your name, friend? Albert Kimsky. Who are you? I'm Gwen. My condolences. I can only imagine what you're going through right now. Yeah, well, I had some time to think in the ride here, and it's pretty clear you didn't come across my town by coincidence. I want to know what's going on. Unfortunately, you're not alone, and what happened to you, Mr. Kimsky? Your child isn't the first to be kidnapped of late. A few local settlements that know what all the same, when you get down to it, have suffered the same fate as yours. The attacks happened in the night, and once the men and women have been dealt with, they round up the kids and ride off with them. I take it that's what happened to you, which makes it lucky you're even here to tell the tale. I don't imagine you know anything that could help us. Lucky they took my daughter. I came here on the understanding you would be able to help me. And that's just what I'm hoping to do, Mr. Kempinski. We know they want the kids. We just can't figure out for the life of us why. However, we do. So you've known about this for, what, days, weeks? Why the hell didn't you warn anybody? Why didn't you warn us? We did try to warn you. That's why you're here. We were just too late to save the rest. We've been trying for weeks to communicate with the other towns, but, well, look around. You can see what we have to work with. No one here is taking this tragedy lightly. We've got children to protect too. Yeah, and I guess that's your excuse for stripping the place. Maybe you were just here to steal from us. It was a distance my people traveled that made to save your people's lives. We failed, and for that I am truly sorry. I understand you're angry, but the wild can't hurt them anymore. And there's a very possibility your attackers are coming for us next. But how were you even there in the first place? All is about trying to prevent an attack. How'd you know? How'd they know? We caught one of the kidnappers. I mean, he'd been cut off from the rest of his team in the snow. Your luck, then, is that you may be able to save your little girl. This here, Franklin, is where they came from. This city... It's a city. Heard of it? No, where is he? It's a man? That surprised you? The planet may have changed, but I doubt the same can be said for the people. I just thought I meant the Combine. Is anything? Oh, not a thing. I skipped that one. Sorry. Mr. Kempinski, if he had been the Combine, who'd have taken all those kids, then? Neither of us would be having this conversation. At least now, there's a chance of finding him alive. I don't know who we're dealing with, but men can be fought, and the same cannot be said of our conquerors. Doesn't mean he isn't working for them. We all know the Combine recruit people and collaborators, Breen. This man knows who took my daughter. What you're thinking of doing, it won't help. He's giving us all he's going to give. Save your strength for when you get there. Strength is our freedom. Must. What do you mean, freedom? Hey, strength for what? What have you done to my daughter? Kill it. Kill what? Hey. Come away now before you do something you'll regret. I doubt you've ever killed a man, Mr. Kempinski. Best not to start now. Cough. Freedom. Can I at least persuade you to stay the night? You shouldn't travel 1 mile by yourself, let alone 40. And give me a guide. I don't have the scouts to spare, or fuel to justify. I know. You've got children to protect too, but with or without your help, I'm leaving now. Look, you don't exactly strike me as someone who was ever a parent, so... That's funny, because I remember being one for 32 years. Oh, well... You lose them, in a manner of speaking. They grew up and flew the coop, Mr. Kempinski. You might have taken better care of that. It was struck by a stray beam of portal energy. The world it ticked for is never coming back, and with it went any chance of seeing my child again. You do have a chance to see your daughter again, Mr. Kempinski, but if you go out there alone, you'll lose it. Kidding me. Just for a few hours, please do this. Present. Ah, fuck. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. Damn it. The hell? Ah. Head crab zombies. No, we are allies. Stop. Her. This way, through the window. Oof. That was once a head crab. I know what growth it must be rare for them to reach that stage. We're lucky to have seen it. Yeah, and you're really lucky. The next thing that wants to eat you will be the size of a house. Who's to say it wouldn't want to eat us? My name's Layla Poor. Are you alright? I'm far from fucking alright, lady. You might have grown accustomed to this, but I'm never going to be normal day for me. We must leave this place. Our serendipitous use of the Pharopods may yet herald our doom, should we have stirred the local antlion presence. I spotted a building over the rise just off the highway. And let us hasten to safety. You look tired and freezing, too. Should I find you another coat? I'm fine. It's no problem. I'm sure there's somewhere. Coat, I should begin moving. Soon, but not just yet. Just a moment, rest or two. So it speaks English. He does. He also has a name. It has a name? He does have a name. He's what's known as a Vortigaunt, and he's called Dreyfus to you. Have a name? Of course I have a name. I'm human, aren't I? I'm Albert Kempinski. Dreyfus is a name bestowed by the human companions, where this one's true personage does not come easily to your people's tongue. The Vortigaunts are our friends, Albert. The Compine brought war upon them long before it penetrated our universe. Our struggle is theirs, and he did save your life. What are you doing out there? My daughter's been kidnapped. I'm trying to find her. When we were attacked by who or why, I don't know why. But they were human, not Combine. These guys took the kids and killed everyone else. I was out hunting when it happened. I heard the shots, but I was too late. She was already gone. But how do you expect to find her out there? Yes, pretty sure you know the city. That's where we're heading to. Like you, we have lost something, and we've reason to believe to find it in Franklin. What have you left? Several months ago, now living in Europe, I received a recorded message from an old friend when stationed in Boston. It was a brief assistance requested that I travel to America to help him. He never said for what. Yes, but that's America. First time, right? Well, it's not the land of the free anymore. I imagine not regardless of the time receiving this, a stranger had happened to rather force my hand. Vortigaunts are very special beings, Albert. They have a Vortigaunt. Every Vortigaunt is connected by a vast web of consciousness. It's a reach unhindered by space or time. In fact, it seems we're all connected, but Vortigaunts have an awareness of it. They can feel it. They call it the vortessence. Sounds like New Age hokum and me, and I'd assume you were some kind of scientist. And you would be right, at least on the last point. Not too long after I received the Dr. Cross's message, Dreyfus and his people detected a disturbing anomaly in the field, Dreyfus. Several of our kin fell silent in the vortigance. Their physical forms endured, but drained of their vortal energies. Been faithful thinker of imagined surprise when we tracked the Vortigaunts to the same exact place. Yes, Franklin, I knew they had to be connected, so the decision was made to go to America. As the transmission came from Franklin, just the two of you alone? When we set out, there were 30 of us. But by the time we reached the coast, we'd already lost more than half of that. Sailing across the Atlantic can't be possible if the Combine patrol the seas. They don't. The oceans have new inhabitants now. The Combine rely on such creatures to do their dirty work for them. This place must have been a residence for the people working at the mill. It's old. Sorry, you were talking and then I just changed the subject. What happened to your boat? What happened is we were the only two to survive the journey. We all set out knowing the risks. As I imagine you did. Death walks plainly through all of our lives. Able to help my friend and us. If the Combine have finally found a way to manipulate the Vortigaunt's abilities, very bad things are coming our way. And this friend, he's in Franklin. Yes, if kidnapped children are being taken to the city, then we must warn him. I'm sure he can help you. We may now recommence our journey. I no longer detect the pteropod's pungent odor. Alright, we're close to the highway. And from here it's straight to the city. Will you come with us? I guess so. Hey Albert, I've got something for you. You're gonna need this. It's the wrong size. Tell that to the head crabs. Our face must hasten if we do not. The caught idol should be Combine patrol pass overhead. Earlier. Oh God. Where is she? They took my boy. They took my Max. Marion, where is my daughter? Gone. They took them both. Gone. You were supposed to take care of her. That's all you had to do. And you let them take her, you stupid, stupid fucking bitch. Whatever happens to her, that's gonna be on you. You bastard. Oh, Max, baby Max. I guess we just need to follow the road. 4 or 5 hours out, I guess we'll take it slowly. Don't. I'm fine. I can keep up. Here, let me help. Not necessary. Come on. How are you holding up? You're holding me up, apparently. You know, fine. Searching for something. Tell me, did you ever wonder why Boston never saw a citadel? All those people in this location. Even when Washington and New York didn't make a difference in the end. They got them all anyways. But it was still a target during the war. Only the citadel they sent it never appeared. After it left the Combine's universe, it vanished. And so this doctor, to investigate, his team set up a lab in Boston, and he kept the rest of us in Europe to be closer to the capital. They can't be thrilled about losing one of their towers, no. And it just goes to show they're not invincible. Stop there. Something strange ahead. We must tread cautiously. The Layla Poirier must stay back. What is that? Is that a person? That is a person that's hanging there. I urge caution. My God. Oh my God. No, 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 no. Dr. Kraus. No, 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 no. Why would someone do this? Is that, I see. I'm sorry. Now what? What are we supposed to do now? We must endeavor to help him still. Help him? He's dead, Dreyfus. He's fucking dead. His life was in danger, and now we were supposed to help, and we failed. That was not the nature of his message. There barely was a message. What I am supposed to do now? The answer did not perish here. Franklin is close. We need to... Not yet to spare. Dreyfus, whoever executed him is in Franklin. We can't just walk in there asking questions. Yes, we must be cautious. We must disguise ourselves if we are to penetrate the city. What are you saying? We must enter the city as refugees. Undoubtedly, answers we seek will shed light on this man's demise. Sorry, yes, you're right. Okay, I think we need to think without the Dr. Kraus, so we need to greet us so we can exactly announce our intentions. But, as Dreyfus says, we have to go on. Albert, I'm so sorry to ask, but we can't mention your daughter. If these people took her, that'll be it for us. We'll need to get inside and investigate without drawing attention. Fine, but how do you expect to get through the door with this guy in tow? It's not a face that says caution. The Constantine is correct. I cannot hide in plain sight, as you must. I understand. Are you with us, Albert? I don't see much choice. But are you with us? Yes, I'm with you. Okay, then go. Shouldn't we bury him? He won't last long out here. We can't. If anyone came out here and noticed, they'd know we passed through. He stays. Is Boston burning? Okay, buddy. Hey, tell us what happened here. My kid. They took my kid. Okay, buddy. Can you walk? We can take you someplace safe. Safe? There's nowhere safe, buddy. Safer than here, at least. Please get in the truck. Alright, let's get your truck into your safe place. I was ready. Ready for what? What do you think? To die? Look, all I'm saying is there's one kind of traitor in this world, and as I said, you don't know him. Can we drop this, please? Okay, fine. I just deal with what I see. We are close from here. This one must continue on alone and endeavor to find a route beneath the city. This will never work. I can't lose anyone else. Whatever you find in this city, be cautious. It may destroy you both. I am afraid, but I know we can do this. We have to. And farewell for now until we meet on the inside. Albert, wait for me. I don't think you said, and I apologize if you did, but what's your daughter's name? Ellen. Her name is Ellen, and she's about 10. Hey, it's 10. If she was kidnapped and those kids are still alive, it was a slip. No, it wasn't. With everything I've seen, I can only think what a terrible thing life has become. Seeing its reality, seeing the Combine, what they've done to us. You wouldn't have looked into the stars. There'd have been no Black Mesa life. What we had, they took it from us. You can't believe that. I'm coming across your friend. I can. Coming across your friend, I just thought if Ellen is dead, well, maybe that isn't a bad thing. The Combine are abominations, but the cosmos is infinite, and they don't cover it all. There's got to be something else out there. I wouldn't like to put my money on it. Hey, Wait, do you hear that? It's them. Okay, stick to the plan, we'll be fine. Albert, promise me you won't say a word about Albert. Afternoon. Am I to ask what you folks are doing out here besides blocking the road? We're looking for somewhere to stay. Who are you? Refugees, huh? Which prison? City 29. Shit. You got out of New York? I'm impressed. Say, you don't have any combine on your ass, do you? Excuse me, but who are you? Name's John Moore, and you're standing on the edge of the last free human state on Earth, Franklin. The story's not too straightforward, but if you like, I can take you to someone who'd be more than happy to tell it. Albert, what do you say we go? Yes, let's go. Got that. The lady can take care of herself. Let's get out of here. What's going on? What's that alarm? Just follow me. How long? Primary protocol is already in effect. Bunkers are closing as we speak. Want to see something? John, come on. It ain't safe to go up there. And who the hell are these two? See what? Okay then, John. Here, she comes. Fucking sand and... John. I've been waiting for you, John. Let's talk. Now, of all times, the coincidental nature of our timing is irrelevant to me. I want to know where you've been and who they are. I'm Layla. This is Albert Kempinski. I wasn't asking you, John. Refugees. We picked him up coming into the city. This is Sejal, by the way. I see 2 days, 3 trucks, and a small army. Why? Here we are, the tower. It ain't near finished, but it's a start. I want to know where you've been. You think she was in charge, wouldn't you? I was on a supply hunt. And did you find anything? Not much at all, really. My God, is it? It's here. This is it? What do you think, Mr. K? I think I ought to take care of that. You ought to take care of that. And that's the next issue. And then there's a between. Outer Franklin. Long had children you kidnapped. Like, why, weirdo? Don't know. Don't care. As long as his scientist knows that shit. I'm dropping him off at Remnant and drove back to the city. Job done. Still weird. Thanks for bringing him here. It means a lot, you know. We have a good time. Make yourself company. Thank you. Eliza, say hello to our guest. Hi again. It's Gwen, right? Fuck you, and then some. What have you done with those kids? Yeah. You don't need to worry about them. They're safe. Safer than you, anyways. This is yours, right, old woman? That's a bad attitude. I was going to give it to you, but now you're going to have to get it from them. Son, you'll get yours. Half-Life: A Place in the West, Chapter 2. This is a preview of Chapter 2. Boston 6 months ago. I remember the world very clearly. As a respected man there, I did important work. All I've got left of those memories and her. But I know, not anymore. Not for long. Now I'm condemned to this place, to my kid. These kids can't look after that. Has no future. Not here, not ever. Dad? Dad. What is it, Ellen? I drew a picture. Want to see? I saw it in a dream. It's great. Go play with Max, okay? Okay, bye, Dad. Ooh-achala. Plymouth a week ago. We are all that remain. Well, well. Did anyone else make it? We're all that remain. Do you care? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just you and me now. Thank you. We must journey on to the city of Franklin and find this Kraus. If truly he has found the vanished citadel, we must hope to reach him before the Combine deduce its whereabouts. If something happened to Dr. Kraus, it's going to be my fault, isn't it? Much time has already been lost. Do you think we're already late? Once we ascertain the fate of the Combine on board, we must implement our plan with haste. Dead. I hope they're all dead. A preferable circumstance. But this one learnt long ago. They do not fall easily. Shut up, cat. You weren't there. You were there too, weren't you? Weren't you? Where are you? Shut up. I don't know where the cat is right now. Being annoying is what it's doing. John thought you might be Combine spies. That's outrageous. Is that what you think? I withdrew the patrols. I have seen the likes of you, which you know only in your nightmares, Miss Poirier, and still I live to tell the tale. Hell's someplace other than here. And that's all because it's only a preview, you don't get the rest. Well, that's where we're going to stop on this. This is actually a comic to read. This is Half-Life, A Place in the West Chapter 1 and part of Chapter 2. Thank you guys for coming out and checking it out with us, and we'll see you guys next time.